So, it's time for a new weekly hub, and for this week we have an interesting one. We have Alan Shinohara's epic-looking Zodiac library hub. But to understand this week's hub quest, we might need to dip our toes into some Zodiac lore. But sit with me here because I have no idea how Zodiac signs and all that stuff works, so I'm going to dumb it down for myself and for any of you out there that don't really care for Zodiac-related talk. But before we get started, if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing. It means a lot, and you'll be able to keep up with how to complete the hubs as they release. Also, if this video helped you when you are going to be snatching up the Season 4 Battle Pass, consider using my code. That will be code DolphinDom in the item shop. It really means a lot to me if you do. Now let's dive into it. Enjoy. To begin the hub quest, you'll want to walk straight forward after you spawn in, and to the left of the rift portal you'll see a sign that says, "Welcome to Zodiac Library." Explore it to learn more about the Zodiac and discover the secret constellation behind the Great Door. Then, interact with the button beside it to accept the quest, which will open up the elevators on the sides of the hub. One thing to keep in mind about this hub is that there are two types of books you can interact with. Green books, which will provide information about Zodiac knowledge, and the red books, which will provide hints about the quest, which are the type of books we will be looking for. To start off, we will need to find information about the 4 different Zodiac codes, and we know there are 4 because that's what the tracker says in the top left. For the first code, there are a couple of books you can find. This first one in the lobby area states the code as info about Chinese astronomy. The next one on the second floor states that we are currently in the astrological age of the first code. And the last one informs us that the Zodiac sign is part of the water trigon. After extensive research, I have come to the conclusion that this sign is none other than Pisces. So Pisces is code number 1. For the second code, we will work our way back down to floor number 2 up on the staircase. This book informs us that the second sign is mutable. The second hint, which is also found on floor 2, will let us know that this sign is represented by Dioscuri. And finally, back up on the top floor, we have a book that tells us the code is between an earth and a water sign. But ultimately, this basically tells us that Google is our friend, and this code will turn out to be Gemini. So code number 2 is Gemini. For the third and fourth codes, I was actually only able to find 2 of the hints for each, but I still figured it out. The third code hints, both being found on the top floor, the first one stating the Milky Way is at its densest near the Zodiac code. The other hint tells us that the Zodiac code is part of the trigon that was previously mentioned, water. But that second hint isn't really necessary because my old pal Mr. Google let me know that Sagittarius is where the Milky Way is at its densest, making Sagittarius code number 3. For the fourth and final code hints, we are given on the second floor that the Zodiac code is the only cardinal of the 4. The other hint on the top floor tells us it is part of another constellation, Babylonian astronomy. This code was the trickiest because I couldn't lock down a dead set answer, so I kinda guessed out of 2 possible answers, Libra and Aquarius. And by sheer luck, the fourth code ended up being Libra. With all 4 signs being figured out, we can now go around to each of the boards and interact with the buttons next to them in the correct order. Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Libra. Once all 4 are pressed in the correct order, the code will be accepted and the office door will be open. The office can be found behind the matchmaking portals in the very back of the hub. Once inside the office, you can go ahead and listen to some definitely copyrighted classical music on the piano, look through the telescope for some more Zodiac lore, or ultimately interact with the desk to open the Great Door. The Great Door can be found directly in front of where you spawned into the hub, behind all of the portals. Inside, you are met with another telescope and a board. Once you interact with the telescope, a giant llama constellation will appear, and you'll be met with the message, "Congratulations on discovering the secret llama constellation. Share your screenshot and your sign, and mention @Alan Shinohara on Twitter." For myself personally, I never really knew or know what my sign is. I'm just not into that stuff, but Google tells me I'm a Capricorn, and this map tells me I'm an Aquarius. I was kind of born on the borderline of both. Either way, that's cool, I guess. Big shout out to Alan for letting me on his hub early. It was yet another banger quest. That about wraps up this hub walkthrough video. Again, make sure to subscribe if you're new. I hope this video helped you. Consider dropping a like and maybe turning on notifications. These videos go out immediately when a new hub drops. Thanks for watching again, and as always, make sure to use code DolphinDom. Code Shinohara is pretty cool too, though.